welcome back to my channel. My apologies for being a little bit late. Yes, so let's just get straight into it. Let's not waffle. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get started. Again, my apologies for being late. McAtee, I mean, this is old news, but there's a reason why I'm coming back to it. I don't regret my decision, says McAtee, to go to the under 21 Euros at all. I'm happy, I'm here, and I'm focused. On to final against Germany. Again, this is a bit old. This is before the final. It's not on the Club World Cup. So, a very good reason to be happy, to have no regrets. He went over. In fact, I believe this is his first career trophy for McAtee because he was always on loan, right? Okay, he wasn't on loan for the fourth piece. Yeah. He was here in this season, or in 21-22. I didn't know that, but yeah, he was not on loan in fourth piece. But he went on, got another trophy. Got a trophy for England, something that doesn't happen a lot. It won't happen with the senior team, of course, because England at senior level, they are the Tottenham of Europe. So it's not gonna happen for England, but he goes somewhere else. He wins a final, and immediately after, he wins the final as captain, by the way. He's the captain. This news starts coming out. Stuttgart, Frankfurt, Leipzig, Bayer Leverkusen, and Dortmund are all in for him. He's valued at £25 million. Now, £25 million is like 30 million euros, 30 pounds to euros. 30 million euros. So, I don't think that valuation is accurate, but even if it's not, there's a lot of clubs in for him. I mean, a lot of Bundesliga clubs specifically. I'm not sure why Bundesliga specifically loves him so much. He's quick, I suppose. He crashes the box, so I can see why. I mean, he's a quality player, but this is a war in the Bundesliga to get him right now. With this many clubs with deep pockets, by the way, these four clubs, yeah, people think these are broke clubs. Frankfurt has a lot of money to spend. Leipzig, Leverkusen, and Dortmund, all of these clubs spend a lot of money. In fact, they are the top spenders outside of Bayern München in the Bundesliga. So when you have all these teams competing, and throw Stuttgart in there as well for, I don't know, shits and giggles, they're gonna need to outbid each other. So this is definitely gonna be way more than 25 million to get McAtee. If I had to guess, oh, you're talking about Pep Guardiola? In fact, let me pull this up, Bevel. Let me pull this up. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna show you guys something beautiful. I'm talking Prime. Oh yeah. Not this one. I post way too much on Twitter, though. Like, I live on Twitter. Where is this clip? Here we go. Here we go. Is Bevel, I've got a question. Is this what you're talking about when you're saying cuck?
I think Pep's a bit of a cuck. Like, I think he likes.
There you go. There you go. Beautiful clip, guys, from Bevel. I promise you that is not at all out of context. That all the context is included there. Don't worry about that. And big up to Connect as well. Yes, we're 13 away, so get subscribing, guys. Get subscribing. We are begging at this point. I'm just begging at this point. Please subscribe. Please. This is me. This is me. Please subscribe. Please. Okay, I'm getting tired of it. Whenever you get close to a goal, YouTube is like, nah, let's slow down. Massively out of context. I don't think it is. I think all the context is included. Anyhow. Moving on. So McAtee, I'm happy for him. that this is like a Maximo Perron thing, you know? Like, they're not getting the chances they deserve at Man City. And he deserved a chance. I'm not saying he should have started week in, week out. He shouldn't, but he deserved to have a chance, especially when Pep Guardiola tells him, please stay. I'll subscribe. What are you, Rosa? Are you trying to take? Are you trying to take his job? Are you trying to take his job again? Big up to Rosa, though. Big up to Liam as well. And so he says, I'll start you and all this stuff, and then he doesn't start him. He says, please stay, we need you, and then he doesn't play him. Injury crisis galore. Does not play McAtee after begging him to stay. He did the same thing with Perron. Please play it, yeah? Because not enough people talk about this. Pep Guardiola plays with the feelings of these younger players sometimes. These players deserve a lot more respect than they get at Man City sometimes. And I think he made the correct decision by not going to the Club World Cup. He would have not played. Instead, he went on to win the Under-21 Euros. Which, by the way, if you're wondering why he is allowed to play, even though he's 22, it's because at the start of the qualifying campaign, he was 18, 17. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how old he was at the start of the qualifying campaign, but that's why he's allowed to play, for those who are wondering. So McAtee, he'll go for way more than 25 million. I'm not sure where they pulled this evaluation from, but he'll go for way more than that. Anyhow, let's stick with some old news now before we get to the newer stuff. Salvinho says that Pep Guardiola used the first two games in the Club World Cup for rhythm. I mean, we all knew that. And the reason I come back to this is because we're gonna play Al Hilal next. So we play Al Hilal in the round of 16. After Al Hilal, we most probably play against Inter Milan or Fluminense, should an upset happen. Then after that game, we play against Chelsea, I would reckon. Who does Chelsea play against? I believe Chelsea plays against Palmeiras. I don't see, Palmeiras. So we're playing against Chelsea or Palmeiras. I reckon it will be Chelsea in that semi-final. So we've now got an easier game, all due respect to Al Hilal. They're not as strong as Inter or as Chelsea. We've now got an easier game, and then 3 tough games left. The quarterfinal, semi-final, and final against whoever it may be. I think we need to use that game against Al Hilal as another rotating opportunity. And then against Inter, we can go full strength from there on out. But most important is this last part. A team that's stronger compared to others, he asked us to press more, and we were successful with the result. So I don't think that's exactly correct by Salvinho, because the thing was, Man City last season, the way we press, it was an inwards press. So you can be expansive when you press, or you can force the ball into the middle of the pitch and try to press inward. And that's what we try to do. And now we're playing a more expansive pressing game, which requires a lot more running, which is more difficult. But if you do it well, it makes it very difficult to play through a team. Because you don't have any space anywhere. If you press inwards, now you can move the ball out wide. But when you're pressing in an expansive way, again, you have to run a lot more, but you close off all the wide passing lanes. Now what you have to do is hope you can go through the middle by 2-on-2, maybe midfielders just being bigger quality in midfield, which doesn't happen when you're playing against Man City, let's be honest. Or you have to play a ball up long and hope it comes off. So I like the way we press. This is how Pep Lijnders changes our press, I think. This is on Pep Lijnders, and I mean, it's way too early to say. It's way too early to say all of this stuff, but we look better. We look better. Oh yeah, we have to specify now Pep Guardiola or Pep Lijnders. We've got 2 Peps now. Anyhow, I think he might have meant. I think he might have meant Pep Lijnders here, in fact. Actually, no. This last part, maybe. Anyhow. Last thing before we get to the more new news. Doku Doku feels free and enjoying his football. He played well against Juventus. The 2 games before that, he played decent. The problem is, yeah, and I've not watched the game. I'm going off what other people tell me because I'm not watching the Club World Cup. I can't watch it, even if I wanted to. Well, I guess I could pirate it, but I can't be asked. So, going off what others told me, he played 2 really good games and he played alright against Juventus. My thing with Doku is, he's given me 2 seasons to doubt, and now he's potentially given 3 games to believe. Those 3 games are not enough for me, and nothing he can do in the Club World Cup is enough for me. He can earn another chance, sure, in the Club World Cup by playing well, but I want to see Doku play well in the Premier League. Carabao Cup, FA Cup, whatever. I want to see it in the Premier League first. If he can't do it in the Premier League, nothing that we see here matters. Because not every team takes this competition as seriously. Not every player even takes it as seriously. Some players are a lot more tired. Doku did not play that much last season. I know he had a few injuries, but Doku did not play 40, 50, 60 games. Some of these players played 40 to 50 games. If you include country games, some of them will have 60 games. So, I want to see it in the Premier League, is all I'm saying. I'm not convinced by what Doku does here yet. I want to see it a full season in the Premier League. And if he can do it, yeah, if he can get the goals, get the assists, stay alert when he dribbles, don't look at the floor, keep your head up when you dribble. If he can do all of that, I mean, then he'll just be a baller. But my doubt is, can he do that in the Premier League for a full season? I suppose it's only one way to see, and that's by playing him in the Premier League. But yeah, I feel free, enjoying my football. I can still improve certain aspects, a lot of aspects you can still improve. But when I play free, with the right mind, with the trust of the coach, you see a better version of me. And you are seeing a glimpse of it. I think it's more to do with my faith. I'm more... Okay, this gets religious. Big up to Doku. I'm more occupied with my faith, and I think... And I just give the glory to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen, brother. Amen. I didn't know that Doku was religious like that. Yeah, definitely. But a team like Al Hilal is an asset quality. Like, no offense again to Al Hilal. I mean, I will be discussing Al Hilal with Zaid. I'll be going live with Zaid later tonight. That's like 8 p.m. UK time. So I'll be doing that. I'll discuss the Al Hilal game. I think Al Hilal should be comfortable for Man City. But yeah, this is the biggest competition they can win. Not only pay money-wise, yeah, but like, I mean, it's massive money-wise, but also for the players. Like, most of these players are not gonna play a World Cup ever again, if they've ever even played one. Because some of these Saudi players, sure, they've played in one World Cup, they'll probably never play in another. They'll probably never play the Club World Cup again, because it's another 4 years down the line. So for most of these players, this is the chance to do something in a World Cup, club or country. For the older players, this is maybe a last chance to win a big international trophy with the eyes of Europe on it. So they're gonna take it serious, but that doesn't yet mean that player for player they're out of quality. They're just not. And I think we take this competition seriously as well. I mean, Pep Guardiola contradicts himself. One day, Pep Guardiola is taking this competition seriously. Next day, he doesn't care about it. Weird what Pep says, but he definitely does care about it. We are taking this competition seriously. We should get past Al Hilal, even without starting Rodri, without starting maybe Haaland. You can start him, but you can also rest him if you want. Without starting all-out starters. You can have Guardiola come off the bench rather than play 60, 90 minutes. We don't need our strongest lineup against Al Hilal, but we can't play a complete B it still has to be a decent team. Like, if you don't have Foden and Marmoush, make sure you have at least Cherki there, right? So you can have Cherki in your 10, and then you can have maybe Doku Savio. Actually, who do you play striker then? Wait, no, that doesn't make sense, does it? Striker. You're not playing Foden. You can figure it out of system. Maybe you play Marmoush after all. But we should be able to win with our rotated sides. We cared about facts or agendas. I cared about facts. The facts are Doku needs to accomplish it in the Premier League. We will see. I'm not saying he can't, by the way. I'm not saying he can't. I'm just saying I want to see him in the Premier League do what he's done in the Club World Cup. And once he does that, then he can have my full confidence. But not before he does that. Anyhow. I don't know why this happens, by the way. If someone could explain this to me, but Arsene Wenger randomly decided to just go to Man City's camp. Can someone explain why Arsene Wenger just decided to come to our camp? Because, I mean, Wenger, you're an Arsenal legend. Like, go to the Emirates or something. What are you doing here? Like, what is this? I just remembered this clip. Does he want to replace Pep? Oh God, don't let him. Don't employ this guy. Don't employ this guy. Laughing at Arsenal's trophy cabinet. Now that's off keto. Why is this guy always coming to us? Like he comes to so many Man City events. He comes to Man City's camp now during the Club World Cup. This guy is obsessed with us. He must be talking to Pep Guardiola. He must be begging for a job right now. Yeah, but it's always Arsene Wenger. Like I don't see as much of Arsene Wenger going to the Emirates. I don't know why, but to be honest, but sometimes Wenger comes to City, like when he gave, yeah, but that was FIFA related to be fair. But I've not seen him do this with Arsenal. I've not seen him go give Ødegaard a reward. I don't know exact job post, but yeah, he is a FIFA representative, but he's always at Man City, bro. He's obsessed with us. And I don't want this guy to be employed. Like, go away. You fucked up Arsenal sideways. Get out. Get out, bro. Because you know these Red Cartel managers, bro. They'll come to Man City just to fuck with us. Anyhow. Yeah, Jeremy and Doku. Oh yeah. Now let's get to the more recent, less dated stuff. Did he win tournament of the... So he won player of the match. He didn't win player of the tournament. Should Man City reach the semi-finals? They will face either Palmeiras or Chelsea. We knew this already. So breaking McAtee. Yes, we know this already. We've gone through this. Man City would want a clause. Interesting. Would want a clause to take a percentage, so a sell-on clause, of any percentage of any transfer for McAtee, in addition to a buyback, with an expectation that the Premier League clubs will make contact for now the under 21 Euros is over. I mean, that makes sense because when Premier League clubs buy players, they pay more for an English player, for a homegrown player, of course, because, I mean, he's homegrown. It matters for your UEFA and for your domestic homegrown rules. So, that makes sense, but, like, I feel like if we go sell him now, why include a buyback clause? Like, let's be real. If we include a buyback clause, are we going to buy him back? We're not gonna buy him back. So, The sell-on clause makes sense, but why a buyback clause? We're not gonna buy him back, let's be honest. Yep, Sani has gone to Galatasaray. Big up to Oliver. Big up, how are you? Come on, you Spurs. Bigger club than Arsenal in Europe. Can't argue with that, can you? Spurs should... You know what? That would be a good signing for them. You know what? That would be good for them. If they put McAtee, like in the 10, and Madison, like a combo of a double 8, double 10, whatever you call it, and then you put a defensive midfielder behind them, that would probably be quite good. Then they need to sign a right winger and a left winger, and they're cooking. And also, they need to sign an entire starting 11, to be honest. I'm dead as a Spurs fan, I just pretend to be a City fan so I won't get rinsed, you know. Fair enough. You can come out now that Spurs have won the Europa League, but next season you need to go in hiding again. If he becomes world class like Palmer, then what? Not gonna. Cole Palmer is not world class either. Cole Palmer is not better than Cherky. He's not better than Foden. He's not better than... I get it, Bevel. I get it. I get it. I'm gonna keep playing the clip. I'm gonna email this clip to Lewis. I'm gonna email LB this clip so he can play it on his next live stream. I get it. Sorry, what was I saying? Sorry, I lost my track of thought there. Thank you, Bevel. Thank you. I've lost my track of thought because of... anyhow, moving on. I think he has potential. Oh, he's got potential. Potential, sure. But not enough to be at Man City. He's not that good. He's just not that good. If you are not claimed the top, you're not good enough for Man City. You're simply not good enough for Man City if you're not top shelf. If you are even one step below top shelf, you are not good enough for Man City. Because we have small squad sizes. I mean, Pep Guardiola's fetish is a small squad. We have incredible players, and even some of the bench players are incredible. Even some of our bench players are incredible players. Palmer is way... Nah, he's not. Palmer is dog shit in midfield. Sorry. Palmer is a terrible midfielder, though. He's a terrible midfielder. But, whenever Chelsea play Palmer in midfield, he does nothing. But when he plays on the wings, he's great. But what does he do on the wings? He crosses the ball in, hopes someone scores, or he cuts inside and shoots. He's a very limited player. He doesn't control a game the way Foden can. He doesn't impact a game from the bench. Foden can do that. When Palmer comes off the bench, more often than not he drops a stinker. When Palmer doesn't score, he's very often invisible. So Palmer, yeah, he's a good player, but he's not a Foden level player. McAtee will be a wonderful player. Or he'll be just a decent player. Like again, Cole Palmer gets a lot of hype because he plays at Man City. He gets a lot of hype because he plays at Man City. That's Chelsea. If he played at Man City, he would get rinsed. Some of the stuff Palmer does at Chelsea, some of the stinkers he drops at Chelsea, who are not in a title race, who are not competing in Champions League, who are not competing for trophies. A lot less pressure. So a lot less piercing eyes. He does the same stuff for Man City sometimes. He will get rinsed, destroyed, ruined for some of the stuff he does. And you know why I say that with confidence? Because we do the exact same stuff to Erling Haaland. Haaland drops one bad game, ruined. Now Palmer, a player half his quality, you put him in Man City, he's gonna get destroyed for some of these stupid decisions he makes. Because you can say he's got good footballing IQ, when you forget about the 20 bad passes he makes. Because when De Bruyne makes a bad pass, De Bruyne tries to win it back. And Palmer makes a bad pass. Oh well, not my problem. I'm not gonna press for it. So these players, yeah, it's very easy to look good when you're in a team with less good players. City EDS is elite. It's okay. It's not elite. It's an okay. It's a good academy even, but it's not as good as the as La Masia, as people say. Like the fact that people compare Man City's academy to La Masia is shocking. So there's a lot of academies out there that produce elite talents. There's a lot of clubs that think they've got an elite academy. Liverpool's academy, they sell a lot of players from the academy. They make good money through that. But again, Liverpool don't have as much attention on them because, well, we're not Liverpool fans, first and foremost. And they are not winning trophies, we are. They won the league title last season, but we tend to win more trophies. So there's a lot more people talking about us because we're more relevant. Our academy is the best in England, I would say. But if we're looking at the world, I can't say with confidence that we're top 4. I can definitely say we're not the best in. I can definitely say we're not the best in Europe. La Masia is better. Palmer's IQ. I mean, again, I'm not saying he's a bad footballer, but Foden has way more control and calm to his game. Palmer has moments. Foden can have a game, and Foden can be a moment player as well. But Foden has way more consistency in his games. Decision making and passing range are another level, aren't they? Aren't they? I want people who rate Palmer this highly to watch Palmer play for Man City. To go back, watch the games he played for Man City. He could not perform at the level we needed from him. He looks better at Chelsea because he's surrounded by worse players. When you put someone, or let's use this analogy. You look at 11 stars. 11 stars in the night sky. It's going to be very difficult for one star to stand out more than the other. But now if you look at a solar system, you've got a lot of small planets there. So the big star, that's going to stand out a lot. So the star at Chelsea is Cole Palmer. So when you watch Chelsea, that star stands out. But Man City is not a solar system. Man City is much, much higher level than that. Man City is an entire nebula. So when you look at 11 stars within that nebula, very difficult to see one star that is brighter than another. Sure, some stars will be brighter than others, but it's more difficult to stand out when you're surrounded by better players. And again, go watch the games that Palmer played for Man City. Go watch them. He wasn't that good, if I'm being honest. He wasn't. All of us wanted Palmer to leave, let's be honest. All of us thought this is good for Palmer. So why is that? It's because he didn't look good enough when we saw him play. Big up to Alf and Chad. Big up to Herbal. Big up to Bevel as well. Bevel has gone silent about the cuck thing now. Look at it this way. Chelsea buy way too many players. Why? Because they have potential. Now look at Marmoush. He is 26. 2 years ago he was unknown. But now he is on the Ballon d'Or list. Yes, but players develop differently. And McAtee was not... Marmoush was not unknown before he came to Man City. I had Bayern München fans. Dot Silt if he's still in here. Zeer. So who I'm going live with later. Liam. Bayern View, not this is City. I had Bayern München fans tell me about Marmoush way before Man City was ever linked to him. When I first saw that Man City was linked to Marmoush, I said it's never gonna happen. Because I thought he was gonna go to Bayern München. Because this was a guy who was already very well known, that Bayern München had kept their eye on for a while. So Marmoush was not unknown. He just wasn't the level he was at now. But different players develop at different rates. It's very difficult to say whether Echeverri will become better than what he is already. Because you don't know how these players will develop. Look at Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati came through the Barcelona academy, played great player when he first broke through. Had one injury, never recovered from it, and then he picked up a bunch more injuries, but was already playing poorly, and his career completely derailed. It's difficult to say with these players how much they develop. Take for example Wayne Rooney. He was washed by 26. Marmoush has had his best season at 26, his first world-class season, one could say. And now, you compare that to Wayne Rooney, he was already washed at that same age. Foden has been doing it in Champions League, absolutely, against PSG and Atletico. In the Champions League final, I thought he played quite decent. Didn't play great, but I thought he played decent in the final. Against Real Madrid. He's been doing it for time. It's tough to compare Foden and Palmer like that. Foden is much more experienced and done it for longer. That's not entirely true. Foden is more experienced, sure, but is Palmer in 2 or 3 years gonna win Player of the Season? Is he gonna do that? Because at that point he will have the same level of experience and of experience and stuff. I don't think he is. I don't think he's gonna win Player of the Season at any point in his career. I think he'll get overshadowed by other players that play at Man City, that play at Liverpool, which are the 2 clubs to be at the moment, which are 2 clubs he can't get into. Like, let's be honest. Does Cole Palmer play ahead of Mo Salah? No, he doesn't. Does he play ahead of Cherki? No, he doesn't. Does he play ahead of Wirtz? No, he doesn't. Does he play ahead of Foden? No, he doesn't. That's literally why he had to be binned off. Does he play ahead of whoever Liverpool buy for the left winger? Because they're going to buy someone. Probably not. He's not even that good on left wing, I would argue. I think he's a very good right winger, though. Would he play ahead of Marmoush? No, he would not. Hello, I'm late. Big up to Wim. Big up to Wim. What's your 1, 2, 3 Foden, Saka, Palmer? If we're going off purely last season, it will be Saka, Palmer, Foden. But if we're going over all time, it will be Foden, Saka, Palmer. That depends on if we're going just last season or if we're going to like their entire careers. That more does not mean better. He's not the best player in the world, by the way, Yamal. Rafinha was better than him at Barcelona this season. He's not even the best player at Barca. He's an incredibly good kid, don't get me wrong. But I think too many people get lost on his age. They're like, oh, he's doing this at 17. He's the best in the world. So he's incredible. He's top 5 in the world. But he's not the best player in the world. But yes, he is an incredible player. And he's 17 years old. And if he plays the minutes he's playing now for the next 5 years, he may well be washed by 26, just like Wayne Rooney, just like Michael Owen. When you play that much at a young age, your body breaks apart. Take Vincent Kompany. He was not that old when his body broke apart. Bernardo Silva is not that old, and he looks like a shell of his former self. Laporte was not that old when Man City sold him off. If you play too much, regardless of your age, your body is going to break down. Look at Mbappé. He's already slowing down. He's 27, 26. Maybe in 2 or 3 years, it's a more fair comparison. I do rate Palmer, but Foden has something special. They've both got something special. Let's not get it wrong. But Foden has more of that. Foden has more of that, I think. We'll see in 2 or 3 years, I suppose. I'm gonna watch Club Brugge against that team. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that name, but enjoy watching the thing. Even talent-wise, Foden is better than Palmer. I don't care about talent because talent wins you nothing. If you have talent but you don't work on it, you're dog shit. It's that simple. There's a lot of players who are more talented. In fact, I would argue that if you look at the players in the football academies right now, you will probably find a lot of them that are more talented than most professionals. But they will never get through because they don't have the right mentality. When you have the combination of talent and hard work and incredible mentality, that's when you get a Rodri, that's when you get a Haaland, when you get a Foden. So all of these talents, all of these top talents, they're top talents. What matters the most is how hard they work on themselves and how well their manager can improve them, I think. Or coach, or whatever you call it. And that sort of stuff. I don't care about talent that much. I care about how good you play. PFA Young Player of the Year twice in a row. I mean, I feel like we forget how good Foden was because he had one bad season. A terrible season. But if he can come back from all of that, then we're going to be raving about Foden again. Counteract that, if he can't come back, then we need to have uncomfortable conversations about Foden leaving. But people forget about his level before, I think. He doesn't need to bring back his flair, though. Flair is useless. Like, this is the thing, yeah? People see these players do skill moves, do a trick here and there. All that flair gets you nothing. You don't win games by flair. Kevin De Bruyne had a lot more flair before Pep Guardiola than after. But he was way better under Pep than he was before. Eden Hazard had the most flair of any Belgian player in the Belgian league, in the Belgian national team. But he was dog shit for the Belgian national team. He's only played 2 good games in his entire career in a major tournament for Belgium. And that was against England in the 3rd place playoff. And that was another game in the Euros 2016. Also against England. So he's had 2 good games in his Belgian career. But because he's got all that flair, people think he's performed better than he really did. I don't want to see his flair back. I want to see his effectiveness back. If you can do that while having some flair, okay. But focus on the basics. Way too many people forget this in modern football. Way too many people want to see just trick moves and stuff that accomplish nothing. Every Barca fan will tell you Yamal is better. No, they won't. I was talking with a Barcelona fan on the Bayern View, Liam's channel, a few months ago, and he told me Rafinha was better. So there you go. Yeah, this happens with Foden as well. He has been playing way too much. I agree, which is why it's maybe good that he's had a season without playing that much. Fabrizio checks Jamal's story in a. Fabrizio checks Jamal's story in 18's kind of creepy, and also gets only 17. I mean, Fabrizio is just trying to make milk money. That's what he's doing. I don't think it's anything nefarious. He's just trying to milk money out of it. This weekend is Rangers away, Club Brugge practice game. Only City fans think that way. No. What's gonna... did Chelsea fan... well, maybe Chelsea fans... Did Premier League fans think that Foden was worse than Palmer when Foden won Player of the Season last year? They didn't. It's just recency bias. And Foden next season, if Foden plays very good next season, well, there you go. If Foden plays very good next season again, plays to his level, nobody is going to be saying Palmer is better. And nobody's going to be saying that if he plays to his level again next season. What's news about Man City? Not real news, just talking about anything and everything right now. PSV played Nagolo in training in a... A PSV player rocked up to training in a Feyenoord shirt. That's the equivalent of a Man City player rocking up to training in a Man United shirt. Christ. World Cup 2018, England group and 3rd place. Yeah, there you go. Only games he's played well for us. Samir, Dort's global fanbase account for Foden having 350 pro games and Palmer not even having 120. How many UCL goals? And all of that. Nah. Palmer is not better. Palmer had a better season. And next season, if Foden plays better again, they'll say Foden is better again. Again, recency bias. Take away that recency. To be honest, I need a player who can keep the flair going, even when he's matured, like David Silva. I honestly miss those types of players. Well, maybe that is Cherki. I want to win games, honestly. Winning games. That is my #1 priority. If you can win games, plus add flair to that, great. But that is not my priority. But it's great. I can say I think Cherki is better than Messi. He is right. I will not even say Cherki is better than Messi right now. Honestly, Lionel Messi could return to Europe right now and he'd be the best player in Europe again. Lionel Messi is just different, but... or maybe he isn't. I don't know. We need Messi to come back to Europe. We need to see how good Messi still is. But yeah, he's absolutely not better than Messi as a player overall. I am looking at the quality, not amount of work. Otherwise, Grealish is better. Wait, what? I am looking at the quality, not the amount of work. Otherwise, Grealish is better. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Because Grealish didn't work very hard. Grealish was not a hard worker. I mean, he ran on the pitch because he loved to play. But he was not a hard worker. And if you're talking about quality, I mean, Grealish had some quality in him. But he just couldn't play the role that Man City asked of him. Which is the same with Cole Palmer, by the way. When you play at Man City, you're not going to have as much freedom. Unless you're better than Cech, unless you're better than Foden, unless you're better than Marmoush, you're not going to have that same freedom. And he's not better than all those players. So when you're in a more restricted role, a more coached role, can you do what the coach asks of you? Well, Palmer couldn't. Because Palmer tried that at Man City, wasn't good enough, left. Because he knew he was not good enough. He asked to leave because he knew he could not get playing time. No, you're looking at right. You're looking at right now, not overall. Yes, yes. Right now, Palmer is better. Right now, but next season, will he be? Next season, when Foden no longer has his injury to deal with, when Foden has had a proper pre-season, when Foden doesn't have familial issues, when Foden isn't fishing every fucking week. Like, can someone tell him to get out of the fucking lake, by the way? I love fishing. I love fishing. In fact, let me show you a few pictures of me going fishing. I love fishing. But you can't sit by a lake all fucking day, you know? I was genuinely worried about Foden. Because it's not healthy to sit by the water that much. It really isn't. 1 second, let me find a picture of myself fishing. I've got a lot of them, but they're very far down. But when you go fishing, yeah, because you know what it is, when you sit by a lake for a long time, like, it tires you out. It tires you out mentally, because you have to focus on the, what do you call it in English? Dobber. Bait? No, it's not bait. It's not the bait itself, it's like the thingy that goes up and down. I don't know what it's called, but yeah. I love to go fishing. I even caught a tiny fish. Hey, there you go. My tiny fish. I caught this absolutely tiny fish while I was out fishing. Yeah, I love fishing. If you go fishing every fucking week, no, that can't be good. How did Man City allow this guy to go fishing every week? I don't know. Anyhow, let's close that. We're not talking about fish right now. Johnny Evans is retired. Oh, is he? I didn't know he was still Evans. There you go. He has retired. I did a watch long of him, didn't I? I did a watch long where he played. He still won league titles with Man United. Old goat, him. Old goat. Yeah, he was a player. Bye bye, Johnny. Fuck off now. United scrub. Palmer level right now is better. I just hope Foden comes back. I agree. Jetke said he wants to be a player who could entertain us. I'm looking forward on how he would keep showing his football for us. He's just gonna ball out. Some players are just that silky, that naturally talented, that they just ball out. And Jetke is one of them. Messi is still damn good. He is just unreal. Listen, he can't run anymore. He isn't physical anymore. Let's be honest. If Lionel Messi plays in a pass, it doesn't matter how old he is. He's always gonna have a pass in him. He's always gonna have a shot in him. He's always gonna have a free kick in him. It doesn't matter how old he gets. People sometimes get it twisted. Player does some trick and skills, and if that helps win the game, that's how you show your work rates on pitch as well. Yeah, dribbling is difficult. I think a lot of people don't play football. No offense, but I have played football. Dribbling is tiring. It makes you tired when you dribble. I think a lot of people just don't play enough football to know that. Because people seem to think that work rate is exclusively you run when you don't have the ball. But that's also important. Yeah, dribbling. The point is, though, when you dribble, you need to be effective. You can't dribble the ball into fuck all nowhere and then pass it backwards and do nothing. You can't dribble to the touchline, then cross the ball terribly and it's out for a throw-in to the opponent or maybe even a goal kick. That is not successful dribbling. That's dribbling for the sake of dribbling. I love fishing too, but come on, you're a Man City player. It gets to work. Yeah, absolutely. Palmer is stinky nowadays. You guys need to watch how he really performs. Yeah, he's dropped a lot of stinkers, really, hasn't he? The beard. Bro, I am growing my beard back just to prove to Sava I can grow a beard. And then I'm gonna shave it off again. Because you know what it is with a thick beard? When you've got a thick beard, it's like... It's not itchy, but it's like... I don't know how to describe it. It's annoying. It's annoying, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Mateus Nunes. I didn't see this one yet, but let's scroll up a bit. Oh yeah, the training. Well, it's Rodri win in training. Not in here. I thought Rodri won in training. Eyes on that quarterfinal prize. There's no quarterfinal prize. It's only prize money. It's not a... You don't win a trophy if you get to the quarterfinal. Come on. I mean, maybe they get a bonus. Maybe that's what they're talking about. And City are closing in. Oh yeah, I saw this. Let's talk about that as well. Heading back to Orlando. Orlando, that's... Oh, let's see how good my American knowledge is here. Is that Minnesota? Orlando? Florida, okay. I was confused there with a few. No. Minnesota has Minneapolis, of course. What was I thinking about? I think I was thinking like Pennsylvania, like this northern region, like this blue wall, blue belt. Anyhow, fuck America. I'm just joking. Don't get offended, Americans. I know you guys are easily offended. Don't get offended. It's a joke. 15 years ago today, we signed. That was a banging price, by the way. I mean, it was expensive at the time, but it was still a banging price because, I mean, David Silva is one of our best ever players, isn't he? If you had to rank the top 5 Man City players of all time, I would say Kevin De Bruyne, number 1, Erling Haaland, number 2, of the ones that I've watched. I'm not going to talk about Colin Bell, about Bert Strootman. I did not watch these. If we're talking about, like, the players that I did watch, the best players at Man City, it's going to have to be Kevin De Bruyne, Erling Haaland, David Silva, Aguero for me. I'm not sure who I put 5th, to be honest. There's so many options. Actually, Rodrigo would be 3rd. So, Rodri, 3rd. This is difficult. We've had so many ballers. So, De Bruyne, Haaland, Rodri. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. But Scaldio, what the hell? Claudio? How is the weather today? Quite good. It's like 27C, I believe. Where do we play? Yeah, it's in Orlando. But in Belgium. Yeah, what the fuck? Yes, I am. I am gonna watch the Belgian women. Haaland. Yes. Erling Haaland has already scored 300 career goals, and like more than 100 of them are at Man City. Erling Haaland, this is so funny. Erling Haaland is a shit player until he scores 40 goals in a season. Beautiful work by Bevel. I'm gonna have to email because Bevel was acting up earlier in chat. Look at this from Bevel earlier. He put in cuck twice in chat. He was acting up, bro. I'm gonna have to send this message or I'm gonna have to send the cuck clip to LB so we can show it on stream. Show the wonderful clip on stream. Yeah, big up to Bevel and big up to Luke. Welcome back to the land of the living. Man was dead for a little while. He was actually just enjoying Greece. Luke owns a private island in Greece. Wild, isn't it? KDB, Aguero, David Silva. Aguero and David Silva above Rodri. Yaya Toure and Vincent Kompany. That's my personal City greatest player. Then burn down the channel, though. Channel is finished. What? What do you mean the channel is finished? Which one? Dun-dun-dun. I clicked on one video of this girdle and now I keep getting this. Jesus Christ. This is peak football, this is peak YouTube, isn't it? You click on one video and you get 1,000 recommendations. Why is the channel finished? There we go. Why is the channel finished? Am I missing out on something? Then burn down the channel, though. Am I missing something? It's a joke. I must be missing an inside joke, kid. I must be missing an inside joke. Anyhow, David Silva, baller. The real time is here. Hopefully. What is that broad recommendation? I have no idea, bro. YouTube be wild sometimes. YouTube be wild sometimes. Big up to YouTube, though. Thank you for the broad recommendations. I'm gonna need that, aren't I? So, my chest is inverting. I've got an inverted chest over. Thank you, YouTube, for the broad recommendations. I'm gonna use those. Let me just open all of them. The real time is here. We made a good group stage. I would say the first 2 games not playing much well. Last one against Juventus, much better. And yeah, there's no second chances. We continue here or we go back home. Hopefully we continue. Hopefully. Pep Guardiola on a potential storm delay. Oh, yeah. I saw this. Why? Why do we have a tournament in America? The weather there is unstable as fuck. They literally have a region called the Tornado Belt. They have an entire region over there that they call the Tornado Belt. Because there's so many fucking tornadoes there. Why is this tournament being played in a country that doesn't care about football, has natural disasters every fucking weekend, fans aren't turning up to the games, and we're delaying games 2 hours, and it rains a bit, but when it's a full-blown thunderstorm, you can play the game, bro? This tournament. I keep telling people, this is a fraudulent tournament. And it is. This is a fraudulent tournament, guys. Fraudulent. I am an extraordinary manager. I rate this, by the way. I like when a manager has chess, or when a manager dare say stuff like this. What about Claudio Echeverri? The 2026 World Cup is going to be a shamble. Modern football is dead. The atmosphere is dead as well. America is the worst for football games. America is terrible atmosphere-wise. Like, you go visit an American sport, the only thing they'll do is say, USA. That's all they do, bro. That is all they do across a game. Bro, there is no atmosphere in American games. American sports, it's so monopolized. It's like you're watching reality TV. You're not watching a sport, you're watching reality TV. And there's a lot of money in that. That's why they're trying to move football towards that. But that ain't football, bro. Fuck this out of football. Fuck this stuff out of football. Like the halftime interview. Who the fuck wants a halftime interview with a player that's just been substituted off? Whose idea is it to go interview players when they get subbed off? I can't wait for the moment that a player says cunt, fuck, or something like that on air. Because you know these players are pissed off when they're on air, when they're getting substituted off. I cannot wait for a player. Let's take a player who's gonna have a bit of fight in him. And not a Man City player, because Man City is too well behaved. Imagine that Pedro Neto gets substituted off. Fiery player, doesn't like to get hooked. He's going to get interviewed. Yeah, I got fucking subbed off. He's gonna say a lot of stuff which he shouldn't say. I can't wait for it to backfire. So stupid. All these Americanisms, they don't improve the sport, and I don't need a halftime interview with a player who got hooked, or interview mid-game. Like, they're talking about interviews at the 60th minute. What? I'm watching football. I don't need an interview at the 60th minute of a game. Do I now? It's so stupid. Anyhow, I do rate that Pep Guardiola can hype himself up, but I cannot control lightning and thunder. Mid. Terrible, terrible manager. He can't even control lightning and thunder. My gaffer can change the weather on demand. That is what my gaffer can do. Go get a proper manager who can change the weather. If you can't change the weather, you're a shit manager. I'm sorry. You should... I'm joking, by the way. It is what it is. I would like not to be possible, but if it is, hey, I will go inside, continue to be active, and play the game. Is there a roof on this stadium, by the way? Because a lot of American stadiums don't have a roof. Yeah, bro. Children. Echeverri is a kid. You gotta remember that. He's like 17 years old. Kids gonna be kids. It's not ideal, but I grew up to not worry about these situations. I mean, yeah. Don't worry about the things you don't control. Like, if it's not in your control, it's not in your worries. Pep Guardiola on Savinho. An incredible season in Girona. The best player by far, and brought that team, alongside his mates, to the Champions League. Last season he started really well. But after the play of a little bit less for my reasons, not because he was playing bad. He was playing bad, let's say that it is. But he's played with incredible potential. I agree on the last one. We cannot forget he's young. He's 21, I believe, now, so he is very young. He needs to make the final third aspects more decisive, absolutely. Like the goal he has done in the last game. He has to do it more. And the last goal was more difficult to score than the previous one against one with the keeper that maybe last season he missed. The moment he makes this step, and naturally it will come because he has incredible individual quality, he will become an extraordinary player. I agree. But also, I think that one-on-ones are the shoot sometimes. Goalkeepers get better at one-on-ones. Like, there's so much sports science because on one against ones, goalkeepers are very good at it nowadays. And I feel like attackers don't train enough on one against one situations with the goalkeeper. Because it's assumed they can do it. But it's not that simple. These goalkeepers are getting better and better at this. These players, they need to train on this one against one situation a lot more. Savio, yeah, what he needs to do, when training is done, he needs to go to Ederson or Ortega and ask, do you want to stick around for another hour to do one against one? That's what he needs to do. Because if he does that, his finishing is going to be way better next season. But yeah, Savio, I don't mind giving another season. He only had one season with a terrible Man City side. You never know what happens next season. Again, terrible Man City side in his first season. That's rough. That's rough. So I don't mind giving him another year. He can play on both sides, right and left. I prefer when he plays on the left, however. He's so fast. He understands tactically the movements he has to do. That's why he can play with us. I am really pleased. His crossing is incredible as well. The worst idea ever implemented. I would not go that far. I would say that that's a new UEFA format. The UEFA Champions League format. In fact, I would say it's straying away from the European Cup format. That's the worst idea. But I get the sentiment. We fought together many times. I know where this idea comes from. Fought a lot in England when we went to UEFA meetings, especially the Premier League, to decide the calendar and try to get go more quality. When the players and managers stressed, you have more quality. It didn't surprise me a lot, and I understand and respect him. We have an incredible relation. Just gets each other already. Stop hyping him up. And I understand his argument. I will defend as well. But at the same time, we are in a job and follow FIFA, UEFA, Premier League, Serie A, every competition. The managers are not going to organize the competitions. Everyone has his own role. People organize this competition. But they shouldn't. But, I mean, Pep Guardiola can't come out and say, fuck the Club World Cup. He just can't do that. Because if he does, FIFA is not going to be happy about it. Man City, who wants to get the prize money, probably isn't going to be happy about it. Everyone's going to be angry. Jurgen Klopp doesn't need to worry about that. He can say whatever he wants. Because he's not coaching any teams right now. Does he even work anywhere right now? Last he did was sporting director at Leipzig. That was the last thing he did. He's currently at Leipzig as the global sports director. Okay. He's still working. One Premier League title, by the way, in 7 years. Arne Slot did one in 1 year. Wild. Aguero was the best at one-on-ones. He will just smash it top bins. Tight angle, no problem. Left or right foot finish, no problem. Yeah, Aguero was very good, and Aguero was mostly good at tight angles. The angles he pulled off was ridiculous. I don't know if I know a striker in out of my years watching football was more ridiculous shots from tight angles. I mean, I feel like he had at least 10 goals from incredibly tight angles in his Man City career. I mean, even if you go back to the goal against QPR, that was a decently tight angle already. It wasn't that tight, but it was already going out wide. He scored a goal, I believe, against Swansea, where it was pretty much parallel with what's it called? It was pretty much parallel with the Dutch line, and the ball was like in the box, like all the way on the right. I believe it was Swansea, but I could be wrong. And he just rifled its top bins in the roof of the net. So the way he finished from tight angles was unreal. I don't think there's a player who's better than him in that. Anyhow, what's Pep saying here? Once we're here, we are proud. Because many teams complain about this competition because they're not here. We are here. I'm a Man City fan. Man City gets behind me. I am complaining. This competition should not exist. The UEFA Champions League format is dog shit. The group stage format was worse. The FIFA Club World Cup should not exist in the way it does right now. If you have Intercontinental Cup, don't have a FIFA World Cup and vice versa. Only one or the other. I have a problem with this. I have a massive problem with this, and I'm a Man City fan. I know you can't talk about this because you are in a club that is employed, or are employed in a club that is in the competition, and you want the prize money. But no, we are here. I'm a Man City fan. I fucking hate this competition. I think it's a disgrace that it exists. In the formats that it does. You can have a Club World Cup and it can be a very good thing, but not the way it currently exists. You know what I want for the World Cup? I want an all-star team World Cup. That's what I want to see. A UEFA team, the CONMEBOL team, an Oceania team, an Asia team. All stars from players who play in that league or for countries. You'd have to decide that, I suppose. But that's what I want to see. Imagine having Rodri, and then you have your defense. The left back, who's the best left back right now? Nuno Mendes? Imagine having Nuno Mendes. You have Virgil van Dijk, and maybe Gvardiol, those two. And then right back, probably Hakimi right now. Then you've got a midfield of Rodri. Not sure what I'd say next though. Rodri words. Who else would you put in midfield? It's not Rangers, I believe. Maybe Valverde. So you have those three in midfield. And then you can have a striker up top, Erling Haaland. You can have Mbappé on the left, Vini on the right. Bro, that would cook. Give me an all-star. Give me an all-star World Cup. Fuck all this stuff. Or give me an all-star Euros, where like each league forms its own all-star team. Like maybe for the Premier League, you have Erling Haaland up top, Salah on the right. You've got, I don't know, Marmoush on the left maybe. Then you've got Wirtz in midfield. You've got Rodri in midfield. Gravenberg as well. Or Declan Rice, actually. Declan Rice. That would cook. And then you've got a back line of Gabriel. Is Gabriel better than Gvardiol? I would say so, just a little bit. And then you have Virgil van Dijk. Then left back, I'd Nuri, maybe. And then right back, I'd say... Oh, best right back in the Premier League right now. I would say Livramento, to be honest. I think Livramento is the best right back in the Prem at the moment, because Trent is leaving. But yeah, that's something I want to see. Fuck these current competitions. He's opened my Pep Guardiola on Pep Lenders. He's opened my eyes in many ways and a few things in a short time. It's happened for many years from all the assistant managers I've had. Always I try to drink from their knowledge. I need people like last season with Juanma in the past with Mikel, with Enzo, with Domi, with Robo. All the assistants helped me. Always it's, what is your opinion? What would you do? How would you do it? What drill will you make? That is what it's all about. It's nice. And now we have experience with Colo Toure, James French, excuse me, with Pep Leenders. And every time he adds something, I say, wow, this could be good. Like, please play midfielder in midfield. Great suggestion. No more Akanji in midfield. We could make this step. We can be better. And this is how the world works. Sure. Not just all the time the same. You have to open your mind. I agree with that. And be open to other minds, to other people. You know, I agree with that. My problem is that Pep Guardiola is very stubborn sometimes, but I mean, last season I feel like he could have done more than what he did, but I mean, that's a completely different argument now, isn't it? If Doku scores 15 goals this season, you need to say he's the best Belgian winger in the world. I will say he's better than Eden Hazard if he does that. I will say he's the best Belgian winger in the history of Belgian football if he scores 15 goals. Flip this up if you want. If he scores 15 goals this season, Man City only, we're not talking about Belgium, because he'll set back some goals against Wales and stuff. If he scores 15 goals for Man City this season, I will say he's better than Eden Hazard or any winger in Belgian history. There you go. But yeah, it's good that it's finally changing again because Limo, Lilo, he did not perform to the level as an assistant. He didn't even speak English. And the new packet of managers or assistants, they feel a lot more engaged. They feel a lot better. They feel a lot more attached as well. They feel a lot more hardworking. So I'm just happy with the coaching staff having changed up a bit and all that stuff, because in recent times it's been everything but that. In recent times for Man City, we've seen the same stuff happening over and over, which just, it gets dull to watch. If we're being honest, it gets very dull to watch. And you stop winning games. And when you don't challenge Pep Guardiola, and Pep Guardiola is not challenged, but when he's playing board lineups every week, he's going to keep playing the lineups because nobody challenges him. So now if he plays a board lineup and we lose a game, Pep Leenders, Colo Toure, James French, they are going to say, we can't keep doing this. They're going to say, no, Pep, we can't do this. We need to change it up. So I rate that we finally gotten a coaching staff who can actually coach. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I've already read this one. This one. I must be cycling through these now. There you go. Why are we being asked about Cancelo? All players that have been with us, I have incredible memories. Yeah. Pep, don't do this right now. Just say what you think about Cancelo. No reason to show the PR teams why you love him so much. Always when you take a decision, it's not easy. When your boss tells you don't work, stay at home, how would you feel? Please, Pep, please. If you were my boss and you told me you don't work, stay at home. YouTube all day, bruv. No, I want Pep to be my boss. I'll go work under Pep. I'll go do that. That is what players feel when you say don't play. No, it's not. Players want to play. Most people don't want to go to work. He has incredible heart, but he was upset and sad he didn't play. He loves to play football. And I said training is over. He said no, one more. He loves to play football. And I'm happy he had the experience in Barcelona after in Al Hilal. Oh, he plays at Al Hilal now. I thought he left Al Hilal already. Or is he just saying in general? Is he still at Al Hilal? I thought he left Al Hilal already. Oh yeah, he's still there. He is still there. He's got a contract until 27. They really give him a 3-year contract. Ah, they gave him a 3-year contract. Enjoy your 3 years, I suppose. I bet he makes a lot of money. He was nominated best fullback in the year we won the domestic treble. He's an exceptional player. Can play right, left, both legs without problem. Shameless. This is shameless. The quadruple. Big up to quadruple winning Man City. I didn't know we did that. That's shameless, bro. That's shameless. Rank these worst transfers from some flops in recent years. Mudryk, Jackson, Nunez. Mudryk is the worst, I think. Darwin Nunez has a lot of clutch goals. He's shit, but he's got some clutch goals. So I would say Mudryk, Nunez, and then Jackson. Because Jackson is not terrible. He's an average striker. That's what Jackson is. He's an average striker. He's okay. But he's not good enough for Man City. For Chelsea. Not a lot of strikers are good for Man City. But like, he's not good enough for Chelsea. But I think if he was at a mid-table team, he would actually be alright. So I don't want to be too harsh on Jackson. Because he finishes his one-on-one chances up to so most of the times. So I think Jackson is the least of a flop. He got 19 goals last season. Or how many did he get? Not 19. Nicolas Jackson. Yeah, he got 10 goals last season. Season 4 that he got 14. These are decent goals. He got scored goals at Villarreal as well. Not a terrible player, but not a player for this level of football. He needs to go play in a weaker team, and he'll be fine, I think. Darwin Nunez and Mudryk, they're just complete flops, aren't they? Nunez, you can at least say you got clutch goals, but even Jackson has some clutch goals. I don't know. Yeah. Guys. Why does Kyle Walker love us so much? Go away! Go away! Kyle Walker, leave us. You know the song, Leave Her Johnny, Leave Her. It's time you leave her. It's time you leave Man City. In fact, give me a moment, yeah? Give me a moment. Leave Johnny.
Ken je dat gevoel? Stof dat telkens...
The advertisement. Does Kyle Walker have Twitter? I don't know. There you go. That must be official Kyle Walker. Let's see if this is the official account first. Okay, quite a few people follow it. It's the account. There you go. Bro, please. It's fine. Carl, leave. Anyhow, that's all I'll say about Kyle Walker. Pep Guardiola is peddling more nonsense about Cancelo. Omar Marmoush on his Man City initiation song. I sang a song in Arabic and chose that because there was no music. I said I'll sing that because no one understands Arabic, so I can just say anything. Fair enough. I'm getting old. I can't believe I'm 23. But it's nice to... What? I'm getting old. I can't believe I'm 23. Brother. Luke. Luke, it's time for us to retire. Luke. I don't know if you're still in here, Luke. Brother. I'm 23, I'm old. What are you saying, Vardiol? You're only 23, bro. You're not even mid-20s yet. Bro. You're only old whenever you are Bevel's age, 32. 32 is the cutoff for being old. Nah, Josko. Nah. We don't do this, yeah, Josko? You are not old. You're 23. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. Luke is washed already. I mean, Luke is washed. Sinking and hooked by Josko. 2-game suspension for that. Can we give Josko a 2-game suspension for this comment, please? But it's nice to see these new guys, young guys in the team. When I look at them, I feel much older. Okay. I'm available for them. Pause. I'm available for them to help as the olders helped me when I was younger. I'm happy to have them in the team. They are doing good, all young, but a big future is ahead of them. I would hope so. I would hope that a big future is ahead of them. Nah, you're not old. You're not old. This is nonsense. This is nonsense. Woke liberal nonsense, you know, like that. Utter woke nonsense. Can't be having statements like that, Josko. Alvis washed, bro. I'm washed already. Bro, I'm washed already. Sad days, you know. Bro, Josko said he's old at 23. Nah. He's literally not even hit his prime yet. How are you gonna say I'm old when you've not even hit your prime yet? Which is like 26 until you hit 30, basically. Josko on Kovacic. I called him a couple of days ago. I think he's doing good. It's a bit sad because he could not be at the Club World Cup, but I think his surgery was more important. Obviously. I hope his surgery went well, so he can be sold. I hope we can sell him, please. Cancelo, fuck off, mate. There you go. We've gone through everything. I don't care about what Cancelo has to say. What is this notification? Oh yeah. You guys seen this? Everybody I see on Twitter right now is crying over this guy right now. Pogba took doping, got banned, and now it's a sob story. Brothers, it's his own fault he took doping. It's his own fault he got caught doing it as well. Like, you know what they say, if you're not cheating, you're not trying, but at least make sure you don't get caught. Like, everyone acts like it's a sob story, mate. Like, honestly, I need these people to fuck off. Oh, I have so much sympathy for them. Fuck off. He got caught doping. Got a 2-year ban. 3-year ban. Of course he got fucking banned. He got caught doping. And people are like, oh yeah, what a sad story for them. Nah, fuck off. Fuck off. In fact, he should only be playing. Why is he allowed to play? He was caught doping. Why is he not banned for life? Why is he not banned for life? When you are caught doping in chess, you know what they do? They take away all your titles, which wasn't done to Pogba, and they ban you from high-level competitive chess for life. That is what happens when you are caught doping in chess. But caught doping in football, or 3-year ban, make it a sub-story, oh poor Pogba, fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. I see Man City fans saying I'm sorry for this guy. He's a Man United scrub. He's a cunt. He's been caught doping, and people are like, oh yeah, I'm sorry for him. Nah, fuck off. Genuinely, fuck off with everyone who's sorry for this guy. He was caught doping. By the way, the lighting is horrible. 1 second. 1 sec, let me fix the lighting quick. I just noticed that. Oh god. No light anymore. Okay. That's even worse. My windowsill is broken, so it's broken, so it's difficult to get it into the right position. That's a problem with natural light. You keep your windowsill open for or the screen for a while with natural light, and then the light completely changes, and now it looks horrible. Anyhow, I think I'll leave it at that. But don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. We'll redirect the stream towards towards who? True City fans.
My work is easy
like
because
Patrick. Big up to my man Patrick. We started streaming 60 minutes ago. Hey, leave. I need to do this quickly. Stay in here, guys. Stay in here. Alfred in chat, by the way. Oh, come on. Hurry up, YouTube. Hurry up. I need to get this set up. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Alfred in chat. We are redirecting to Patrick. Go show him a lot of love. Go subscribe to me. Because I'm begging for subscribers right now. I mean, let me remind you guys, before I leave, let me remind you guys of something. Dun-dun-dun. 1 second. Trust me, guys, it's worth saying that this is going to be funny. This is me right now. This is me begging for your subscribers. I am so close to 1K. Guys, I am a beggar at this point. Subscribe. Please. And with that said, thank you guys for coming in today. Like and subscribe. Alfred in chat. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.